just a quiet thought, something floating, nothing caught. Little signs that felt like dreams turned into familiar scenes. I stopped looking for what's far, found you right where people are. Nothing perfect, nothing loud, but it still feels safe somehow. I don't need a promise grand, just your steady open hand. Oh, oh, oh. Stay with me in reality, where the world is not pretending. No illusion, no escape, just the way life keeps unfolding. Stay with me in clarity, even when the days get heavy. I don't want a perfect story, just stay with me in reality. We don't need to plan ahead, let tomorrow come instead. If we lose our way at times, we'll rewrite another line. You don't need to shine or glow, I'll still choose the you I know. The ordinary everyday feels like warmth, we get to stay. Nothing certain, nothing sure, still it feels like something pure. Stay with me in reality, where the world is not pretending. If it hurts or feels uneasy, we'll still find a way of being. Stay with me indefinitely, even when our thoughts get messy. I don't need a flawless story, just stay with me in reality. Maybe truth is softer than everything we hoped we had. We can let the daylight shape what we can't articulate. Stay with me, just not ideal. Stay for everything that's real. Stay with me in reality, let the days unfold so gently. If we break or bend slightly, I'll still call that something worthy. Stay with me emotionally, not just where the dream is easy. Let the real you stand before me, and stay with me in reality. Daylight wasn't even up, but you came across my mind. Nothing special happened yet, but something shifted in my time. Standing by the elevator, you just smiled and looked away. I pretended I was fine, but my heartbeat had to sway. Hey, you said morning, see you later, and you walked like nothing changed. Meanwhile I'm still standing frozen, like my world got rearranged. Yeah, I didn't plan to like someone, but you're moving my quiet sun. And you make my day stop before the sunlight hits the room. You make my pulse pop like a match that blooms too soon. You make the world bloom just by walking through the noise. You make my day stop every time I hear your voice. Now my coffee tastes like honey, and my playlist sounds brand new. Even silence gets a rhythm when it's something shared with you. You don't know the things you trigger or the shapes my feelings find. You just talk about your evening, but I highlight every line. Then I count how long it takes close until I get to see you next. And I don't tell anyone, but my notes are full of texts I would send, but I don't send them. Maybe later, not just yet, 'cause I'm scared to make it real when my heart's already set. Just a word, a simple wave, and my whole day misbehaves. You make my day stop before the sunlight hits the room. You make my thoughts start moving faster than I choose. You make my world bloom just by walking in my view. You make my day stop, and it always leads to you. What if I call your name, pretending it's a mistake? What if I walk too close, hoping something wakes up? What if I stand right there, even if you don't stare? Is there something in the air? You make my day stop, and I don't wanna undo. You make my time spark, everything begins with you. You make my world bloom from a simple afternoon. You make my day stop, and I hope you feel it too. You pull the curtains halfway closed, a quiet sunlight slowly rose. Didn't talk about last night, just sat still, pretending like we ordered food we barely touched. Eggs too cold, toast too much. But in that normal lazy air, felt like something settled there. Nothing planned, nothing deep, but still something we both keep. Breakfast for nothing, like it doesn't mean a thing. No confession, no promise, not a ring. Breakfast for nothing, but it lingers in my mind. Just a moment so ordinary, but perfectly aligned. You tied your hair without a word, looked at me like something stirred. I asked if sleep was any good. You said not really, but it could. We laughed softly at the view, just the rooftops turning blue. You cut your toast in crooked halves, then forgot and left them strewn. No big meaning in the scene, but I know what it means to me. Breakfast for nothing, just a lukewarm plate. Still it tasted different now that you were away. Breakfast for nothing, but it kinda changed the tone. Guess some ordinary minutes make you feel less alone. Maybe love begins where we stop pretending things. Maybe silence is enough without trying to define us. Maybe coffee going cold is the sweetest story told. Breakfast for nothing, but it soaked into my day. Didn't mean to make it more, still it never goes away. Breakfast for nothing, but it mattered anyway. If you're still here tomorrow, we can call it something someday. universe arrange every detail in my way. Coffee steaming, open blinds, little signs fall into line. I don't chase it, still it finds every meaning I define. Maybe it's just how the waves align. Something quietly rewrites my mind. It's the law of attraction. When you move, I feel reaction. Every thought turns into motion, like a tide inside devotion. Law of attraction, pulling closer without asking. Even stillness has direction when it's leading me to you. Words don't have to be explained, everything already trained. Gravity of something kind keeps unfolding in my mind. Little moments from the past find their way to me at last. Things I wish for in the dark show up glowing in the spark. Maybe life is quiet magic cast, little future blooming from the last. It's the law of attraction. When you move, I feel reaction. Every thought turns into motion, like a tide inside devotion. Law of attraction, pulling closer without asking. Even stillness has direction when it's leading me to you. What I give returns again in a way I never planned. What I hope becomes the ground where the light is shining down. Law of attraction, even whispers make expansion. Every silent expectation finds a beautiful connection. Law of attraction, keep it close without distraction. Every gentle thought of you finds its way becoming true. Everything I feel pulls me back to you. I asked the universe for something real, and somehow it sent you. I picture someone calm and bright, soft enough to hold the night. Every wish I kept inside found a shape before my eyes. I didn't chase, I didn't run, just believed that it'd be done. Little signs across my day kept reminding me you'd stay. Didn't know you'd be the truth, but the light led me to you. Manifest you. Everything I dreamed came through. Didn't know the world could choose to deliver me someone like you. Manifest you like the stars already knew. Every thought became a view, and I slowly walked into you. You arrived in quiet tone, nothing loud, just warmth I'd known. Like the sky had opened wide, letting all my fears subside. I didn't say it out aloud, but the universe heard somehow. I imagined gentle hands, and you're here within my plans. Didn't ask for something something grand. Just someone who understands. Manifest you. Everything I dreamed came through. Didn't know the world could choose to deliver me someone like you. Manifest you. Every sign just pointed true. All the pieces fell in view, and I slowly walked in you. Close enough without a move. Soft connection in the room. Breathing slow and finding proof. Somehow I attracted you. Who manifests you like a promise? Follow through. I just opened up the view, and the moment carried you. Manifest you. I don't need a better clue. Every wish I held on to found its meaning standing here in you. You don't know what you do, but you make every room blue. Yeah. You walked into the cafe like sunlight dressed in lace. I was staring at the menu, but really staring at your face. You laughed behind your sleeve like the world was on your side. I didn't plan to feel anything, but my heartbeat changed its stride. Little things you never notice turn to petals when they fall. Every moment you don't try still becomes the best of all. You're prettier than flowers in a quiet afternoon. Even roses lose their power when you're smiling in the room. You're softer than the daylight, but you shine a brighter hue. Garden blooms can wait forever, 'cause nothing blooms like you. You told me about last weekend, and you made it sound divine. How does walking home at midnight feel like poetry in time? You didn't even dress fancy, just a simple cotton tee. But somehow that simplicity became everything to me. Every detail never rehearsed turns into a gentle verse. You're prettier than flowers in a quiet afternoon. Even roses lose their color when you're blushing just too soon. You're sweeter than the season, early spring and shade of blue. Every petal follows softly, 'cause nothing blooms like you. Maybe you don't see your colors like the world does when you pass. You just laugh and stay unbothered, but your glow is made to last. Stay exactly how you are. Every version is art. Silent beauty doesn't shout, it just settles in the heart. You're prettier than flowers, so the garden slows for you. Even tulips stop their motion just to breathe in something new. Every petal falls behind you, 'cause you paint the world anew. I don't chase the springtime anymore. You said call me if you're tired, and it replayed in my head. I don't think you meant that deeply, but emotions still spread. When you told me about your weekend, I remembered every part. Even when you said not much happened, you still somehow changed my heart. You ask about my dinner, and I type a long reply. Delete it twice, rewrite again, and still pretend I'm dry. I hope you keep on talking and not let the moment fade, 'cause every random sentence makes a spark I can't evade. Maybe I'm too sensitive, but you sound so genuine. And so keep talking like that, every sentence has a glow. Keep smiling like that, and I swear the day gets slow. Keep looking my way, even if it's just a glance. And keep talking like that, I forgot how not to chant. You said maybe next week we try that cafe you told me. I pretended to be casual, but my hands shook silently. I made a list of things to mention, just in case the time was short. I rehearsed replies forever, like preparing for a court. You touched your hair and laughed, and I lost my careful face. I tried hard not to stare, but my heart was out of place. It might be something nothing, but it feels like something growing. So keep talking like that, every word becomes a sign. Keep smiling like that, memorizing line by line. Keep laughing like that, even if we don't define. Keep talking like that, you feel dangerously mine. Tell me more, just a little more. Stay, don't end this call. Even if you don't know, you're breaking all my walls. So keep talking like that, and I'll keep falling on repeat. Keep smiling like that, my heartbeat admits defeat. Keep laughing like that, I remember every tune. Keep talking like that, and I'll meet you very soon.
The sunlight fades into a slower shade. Warm reflections on the table. Lay 2 cups, waiting, steam falls low. We don't rush, we take it slow. You sit down, tuck your hair away, like you're folding up a busy day. Nothing loud, just quiet sound. Pieces finally settling down. Every hour felt like running. Now it feels like something's coming. Tea and fat, warming up for the world. We cooling off in this moment. Nothing wrong, you just hum and I stay calm. Tea and fat, just stay here, let the silence disappear. If the world is still outside, we don't need to step in tonight. Soft aroma curls beneath the glass. Echoes of the day now passing fast. You trace circles on the wooden grain, as if letting go of every strain. warm and slow, nothing else we need to know. If tomorrow comes with weight, we'll still have today to take. Tea at 5, stay a while, you just breathe and I will smile. This small comfort that we found, make the whole day feeling wild.
I saw you through the doorway when you weren't looking back. I froze like someone paused me, lost the rhythm off my track. You were asking for directions, smiling shy to someone else, and I stood in silent panic, like I melted into myself. You don't know what you just changed, but my gravity rearranged. Yeah. Anywhere you appear, the noise turns crystal clear. Every second fills with light, even if you're out of sight. Anywhere you appear, the atmosphere shifts near. Even silence stands still, like it's waiting for a thrill. Half-finished errands I forgot and walked away. Nothing mattered after seeing you just once across the lane. I replayed how you stood there, how you moved your hair aside, how you blinked and turned slightly, and my heart refused to hide. Later I tried to shake it, pretending you didn't stay, but you left a quiet echo in the hallway of my day. Your outline keeps returning, even when nothing is burning. Anywhere you appear, I lose what I held dear. Logic slips into the wind, and my reason wears thin. Anywhere you appear, I don't care who else is near. Something wakes inside my veins, like you rewired all my frames. Oh, maybe someone else would walk away, but I stay just to let you breathe my way. Maybe I don't say your name aloud, still somehow you remain like a floating vibe. Anywhere you appear, my days grow softer here. Even if the moment's short, it rewrites my last report. Anywhere you appear, the world becomes sincere. Don't explain, don't interfere, just keep showing up right Daylight wasn't even up, but you came across my mind. Nothing special happened yet, but something shifted in my time. Standing by the elevator, you just smiled and looked away. I pretended I was fine, but my heartbeat had a sway. You said morning, see you later, and you walked like nothing changed. Meanwhile I'm still standing frozen, like my world got rearranged. I didn't plan it like some but you move my quiet sun. Yeah. You make my day start before the sunlight hits the room. You make my pulse spark like a match that blooms too soon. You make the world bloom just by walking through the noise. You make my day start every time I hear your voice. Now my coffee tastes like honey and my playlist sounds brand new. Even silence gets a rhythm when it's something shared with you. You don't know the things you trigger or the shapes my feelings find. You just talk about your evening, but I highlight every line. Then I count how long it takes until I get to see you next. And I don't tell anyone, but my notes are full of texts I would send, but I don't send them. Maybe later, not just yet, 'cause I'm scared to make it real when my heart's already set. Just a word or simple wave and my whole day misbehaves. You make my day start before the sunlight hits the room. You make my thoughts start moving faster than I choose. You make my world bloom just by walking near my view. You make my day start and it always leads to you. Oh, what if I call your name, pretending it's a mistake? What if I walk too close, hoping something wakes? What if I stand right there, even if you don't stare? Maybe you'll realize there's something in the air. You make my day start, and I don't wanna undo. You make my time spark. Everything begins with you. You make my world bloom from a simple afternoon. You make my day start, and I hope you feel it too. You don't know what you do, but you make every room bloom. You walked into the cafe like sunlight dressed in lace. I was staring at the menu, but really staring at your face. You laughed behind your sleeve like the world was on your side. I didn't plan to feel anything, but my heartbeat changed its stride. Little things you never noticed, turn to petals when they fall. Every moment you don't try still becomes the best of all. You're prettier than flowers in a quiet afternoon. Even roses lose their power when you're smiling in the room. You're softer than the daylight, but you shine a brighter hue. Garden blooms can wait forever, 'cause nothing blooms like you. Nothing blooms like you. Yeah. You told me about last weekend and you made it sound divine. How does walking home at midnight feel like poetry in time? You didn't even dress fancy, just a simple cotton tee. But somehow that simplicity became everything to me. Every detail, never rehearsed, turns into a gentle verse. You're prettier than flowers in a quiet afternoon. Even roses lose their color when you're blushing just too soon. You're sweeter than the season, early spring and breathing something new. Every petal falls behind you, 'cause you paint the world anew. I don't chase the springtime anymore. Spring is here with you. Nothing blooms like you. Nothing blooms like you. Seine River glow. Let the moment slow. We walked along the river lane, lights reflecting through your frame. Paris whispered through the breeze as the water brushed the quay. You leaned over the metal rail, said you like when nights turn pale. Every sound was soft and wide, like the city paused inside. Didn't rush our words or schemes, just let footsteps guide our themes. Seine River moving slow, carrying secrets we don't show. Silver ripples like a note, floating gently as we go. Seine River crossing night, every shadow turning light. Didn't say we're holding on, yet we stay until it's dawn. Your coat collar brushed my side, didn't speak but felt aligned. I asked what makes you feel at ease. You said quiet days like these. We compared our favorite books, laughing over strangers' looks. And those stories weren't that deep, every detail sank in me. Maybe nothing changed outside, but the night turned amplified. Seine River moving slow, echoing the steps we sow. Every shimmer felt like hope, that tomorrow might unfold. Seine River holding tight as your shoulder grazed on mine. Didn't need to define truth, 'cause the moment carried proof. What if the world turns heavy again? We'll come right back to where we began. Let the water rewrite every fear, let the silence pull us near. 'Cause nothing's loud but everything's clear. Seine River, make it stay, let the stillness lead our way. I don't need to find a sign, you're already intertwined. Seine River glowing through, fading moon but not my view. Even if the night is gone, the river keeps you on. We woke up slow in room 712, curtains half closed, city still. Air was floating like a quiet thrill, and nothing moved but time. You stretched your arm across the sheet, barely touching, still it hit. Something small, something discreet, but it rewrote my mind. Didn't ask what comes ahead, just stayed lying on the bed. Room 712 memory, soft and warm like early spring. Nothing loud, nothing clear, yet it stayed even when we disappeared. Room 712 memory, just a number turned to meaning. If I trace it back again, I still feel the shape of them. You sat by the windowsill, hair undone, minutes still. Said you dreamed of somewhere far, but you woke up where we are. The hallway noise came passing through, but it felt like only us two. I didn't know what this would be, but it branded quietly. Didn't say what we should name, still the air already claimed. Room 712 memory, painted gold across the sheets. Just a laugh, just a stare, but the moment stayed unfairly rare. Room 712 memory, where the silence felt like meaning. Didn't plan for something new, yet somehow there was you. Story's been, maybe nothing ever stayed, but the warmth never decayed. Room 712 memory, not a promise, not a plea, just a gentle woven day still unfolding in my brain. Room 712 legacy, held inside some quiet place. Even if the door is locked, I can't find that staircase. Still something true. Your sweater hanging on the chair, coffee scent still in the air, room service card on the floor, half-packed suitcase near the door. You said we should get ready soon, but stayed lying there instead, sketching nothing in the air, with your finger near my head. No grand plan, no big talk, just slow motion morning walk. Check out at noon, but let's stay a little longer. We don't need a story, just the silence growing stronger. Check out at noon, but the moment doesn't end. Even if we roll our bags, we'll replay this again. You tied your hair, said not enough sleep, then laughed at how we barely ate. Cold toast on a little plate, but somehow it still tasted great. Curtains fell across your face, golden stripes like watercolor. If we had rushed, we would have missed how the light held us together. Nothing asked, nothing owed, still everything quietly showed. Checked out at noon, but we're still stealing minutes, like the room might close its eyes before we truly finish. Check out at noon, still our laughter stays behind. Even when we close the door, what we left becomes a sign. Maybe someday when time has passed, we'll book a room somewhere else. But still remember how slowly this morning played. We didn't say much, yet the moment stays. Check out at noon, but the memory stays rented. We don't need another night, this one feels extended. Check out at noon, but I know we'll hold the tune. Even if the sheets get changed, this still belongs to you. Check out at noon. Soft goodbye too soon, yet it never really leaves. Room 712 feels like June. We woke up slow, curtains left half open. City moved outside without us knowing. You sat on the chair near the window, unbrushed hair, quiet shadow. You said I bought croissants downstairs with yesterday's thoughts still in the air. Cold butter melting just a bit, like we stayed up, didn't quit. Nothing fancy, nothing loud, but we smile like we figured it out. Cold butter croissant, coffee in your hand. Never thought a morning could make my heart expand. Cold butter croissant, crumbs on your sleeve. Sometimes love begins before we phone kept buzzing, but you ignored. You said not today, maybe later on. A tiny pause between your words felt sweeter than dessert. You leaned back, feet on the chair, talking softly like we just got there. We didn't plan for this part, but it set right in the heart. Not a moment meant to last, but we carved it like stained glass. Cold butter croissant, quiet like a vow. Couldn't label last night, but I can call it now. Cold butter croissant, sunlight on your face. Everything was coming, but felt like a special place. But a soft beginning mark. Maybe great things never shout, they just slowly figure